Indians are bad in keeping historical facts. It's beyond the time of history. It's called Sanatana Dharma, eternal religion. We believe it came straight from God. So if you want to believe that Judaism is the oldest religion, we are all right. We don't mind. But many people have acknowledged that the Vedas are the oldest. Once Max Muller, the great saintly scholar in Oxford University, was invited to inaugurate the gramophone. Edison had just then invented it in America. It was to be formally opened in Oxford University by Max Muller. All the great people, dukes and duchesses and counts, all of them had been invited. About 400 to 500 people were there. The opening of the gramophone means you say something into it, it will sing back. Max Muller said, Agnimele Purodasam. Whole hall laughed. Laughed and laughed. The old man stood there quietly. And the laughter died out. He said, you are laughing, aren't you? You know what I said just now? Agnimele Purodasam. This is the first utterance in the first literature come from the human mind. It's Rig Veda. The Rig Veda, first line in Rig Veda. And the meaning is, I honor the energy which is the supreme principle in the universe. That means that which Einstein came upon in the last century, these great souls had come upon centuries ago. Everything that we see around us is only energy. Matter is energy in motion. Not in so many words, but they said this matter that we see is not matter. It's not the real thing. It's energy. Physically they didn't explain. So it was left to Einstein to do that. But the principle they gave. The truth they came upon. In this way, many things are scattered in the Vedas. Swami Vivekananda stood before you, many of you may have heard that, stood before the audience in the Chicago Conference, World Parliamentary Religions, and told them, sinners, to call you sinners is a sin. Let me call you children of immortality. You are children of immortality. One day in an interfaith meeting, I was reading a paper. I quoted this. To call you sinners is a sin. The next person to talk after myself. So only now the talk has started. Anyway, after my talk, I quoted Swamiji's talk from the parliament, and then was a Christian minister, an elderly man, very venerable old man. He stood up and gave a sidelong glance at me and said, Reverend Mataji said, calling you sinners is the greatest sin, but it is one of the cornerstones of our Christianity. Man is born sinner. And he asked pardon from me, a very respectable old man. He did not take it as a challenge. Afterwards, the whole day, it was one day meeting, morning and evening. Many people were Christianity, Islam, Judaism, all were talking. The whole day he was looking after me. When we were going for lunch, he held my hand, old man, and helped me to climb the steps. Hovered around the area and brought me back to my seat. I respected our attitude, but he could not get out of his attitude, his belief. Ekam sadvipraha bahudha. Truth is one, but sages call it by various names. Schrodinger is a theoretical physicist, was passed away. He says in one of his books that the same truth is seen by different people in different ways, just as the same peak is seen as Mount Everest from one side and Gauri Shankar from the other side. You call it by various names. It's the same. If we follow and accept that maxim, there is no place or need for quarrel or even interfaith dialogue. We accept it. It is true. Once I had to give a talk to the HSC students in a school. I was being taken there by a Christian school long ago in 1977. I was taken there by the teacher. On the way in the car, he said, "How can we call you Mataji? And how can we call you sister? Your name is too long." I said, "Yes, that's true. You can call me Mataji. Mataji means mother." My boys need a mother. All right. Then he said, "But my boys are very clever, very intelligent. They have made the other people representing Islam and the other religions cry by asking questions. So be prepared for such attacks from my boys." I said, "I'll try." We reached there. I was interested. Then he said to me, "We know a little of Hinduism from the Encyclopedia Britannica." So after reaching there, I was introduced and I stood up, went to the microphone and I told them. The teacher told me that you are a very, very bright boys, huge ones, looked 32, beard and all, 18-year-old boys, filling the whole chair, sitting there. So your teacher told me that you are very intelligent boys. Now, he wanted me to fill in the gaps of your understanding of Hinduism. Now, please, one of you tell me, or some of you tell me what you know so that I can know the gaps. I have to know the gap, what the gaps are to fill in. Nobody is told. And your teacher told me that you are very clever, intelligent boys. Come up. Get up. And the teacher came forward, Andrew, all kinds of names he called, no. Then he himself said that we believe in rebirth. We call the ultimate Godhead Brahman. And there are 4 yogas. A few fundamentals like that. Then one teacher asked me during question time, do you believe that Jesus was God? I said, what did you ask? Jesus was God? I said, Jesus is God. Jesus cannot die. Jesus is eternal. He is God. We worship Him as we worship all the deities in our Hindu pantheon. For example, we want to climb to the top of the mountain. There's a mansion there. I from the south follow the southern route. Take all the facilities of conveyance on the way, keeping the southern gate as my goal. The person from the northern side does the same thing, from the west and the east. But the southern gate is either Sri Krishna or Rama or Shiva or something like that. After reaching there, we don't stop before the gate, we go beyond the gate. Keeping Allah in front of you, in your mind, you climb the steps, and after going there, you go to the ultimate Godhead. Beyond that, keeping Jesus as the goal, you travel. And after reaching the gate, you don't stop there. But the gate is the goal, destination. And the gate is just the deity. We want to go beyond the deity. And when we reach there, there's only one place that is there, and we are all there. Will you be born as a snake in your next life? Somebody asked. I asked, what? After getting this? Never. I'll be born in a better body. It was interesting. People don't know. But when we study the Vedas, we get answers to all the things. Uttisthata, Jagrata, Prapyavaran, Nibodhata. Many of you could be familiar with that thing. Uttisthata, Jagrata, Prapyavaran, Nibodhata. Get up, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Arise, awake. I like that word, the gradation. Arise, awake. You are still sleeping. First get up. Not first wake up and lie there idly. First get up, jump up. Jump out of your bed. Then open your eyes. And take stock of your room and life. And then don't wait in your room. Prapyavaran Nibodhata. Stop not where you have reached in spiritual life. Go forward. Go forward. Approach great souls, whoever are available. Learn from them. Humility. Humility is one of the great things required in spiritual life. Humility is not groveling at the feet of other people. Keeping your dignity respect the dignity of the other person. That is called humility. Keeping one's own self-respect, protect the self-respect of the other person. That is dignity. That is humility. With humility we approach great souls. It's not difficult to find great souls. Not great saints. Don't look for great saints. You will not recognize them. You will not need them. They are too high for us. Sri Ramakrishna was called the madman of Dakshineshwar. One day, we read in the Gospel, Sri Ramakrishna was asked by someone, why is it, Maharshi, that people from this locality, Dakshineshwar locality, do not come? And people from all over Bengal are coming. They saw only the externalities of his life, the internal flourishing into spiritual fulfillment. They couldn't see. The aura had gone out, which others picked up. I have come away now still in Sydney, in the backyard of our tapovan, that is our nunnery, a huge tree, beautiful people tree, really beautiful, wonderful tree, evergreen. If you go near the tree, then you will see only the ugly trunk. You can never enjoy the beauty of the tree. You go a little farther away, you get a glimpse of the beauty of the tree. So many times, when we go too near a great person, we don't understand because we are not great enough. We view them with our little understanding. We can't understand them. Once in America, an African American, a huge man, took a white man to the court. So the magistrate asked him, what happened? He called me names and it hurt me. What name? Rhinoceros. When did it happen? 2 years ago. Then why didn't you come before? I saw the animal only yesterday. Recognition of reality is difficult. Recognition and realization is far, far away. So we, with our small view and eyesight, viewpoint, pass judgments over great people. But there are people who are ready to come down to our level if we have got humility. Humility is the word. And also sincerity. Strength. Swami Vivekananda said, strength is what the Vedas are crying, shouting. The Vedas are the Upanishads are the only text in the whole world which preach fearlessness. Ma bhihi, ma bhihi. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid. Whom should you be afraid of?